Hello, sweet, sweet YouTube friends. Before we dive into my holiday workshop that I recorded as a training with my team, I just wanted to cover something really important. So everything that I share is in the description of this video in a link. So if I say email, I put the email in a link so that you can get access to everything through there. So be sure to check the description of this video. And also, everything else that I share is on my team website, which is www.emilyschutte.com. So be sure to check that out. I have most of the holiday stuff though in the links that are in the description. And I just mentioned that because all of my videos are like that. And I'm really trying to get the word out because I get so many messages like, hey, can you email me the email? Can you send me this flyer? And y'all, it's all there for you. So be sure to check that out. And if the content and the things that I share do bless you, please like and subscribe to my channel because that's first off, my son tracks that. He thinks it's so cool. It's like, Mom, 5 more people subscribe. So he thinks it's really cool, but it also blesses me too. So I do appreciate you checking the description of all of my videos and can't wait to share more about the holiday selling season. Okay, so we are talking holidays. I have so much good stuff for you guys. So I organized it a little differently this time. So we're going to talk October slash, so there's going to be a third holiday workshop at the beginning of December because there's ideas that go December into December. Tonight is just October and November. So we're going to do late October, obviously, because it's already the 20th. So October, November lead generating, October, November booking, October, November selling, and October, November team building. So we got some good stuff. And Anna is going to be talking a little bit later when we get through booking. She has been transitioning her business more to virtual just because she's got a baby coming. She lives in New York and the weather is like insane there. So especially in the winter time. So we're going to hear from her how she's doing that, which is really cool. So the first thing that I like to talk about is the busy switch. I didn't get my busy switch. I'm like so disappointed. I feel like I should go get my busy switch, but it's fine. I have this little like light switch that says busy and it hasn't flicked on yet. Okay. And what I mean by that is typically it happens in November as we start approaching Thanksgiving, right? It's like people are normal, people are normal, people are normal. And then all of a sudden, like everybody's busy. Okay. Now, whether they actually are more busy than they were like just 2 days earlier remains to be seen. But it's like the switch we're conditioned to flip on as Americans that like, oh my gosh, the holiday is so insane. I'm so busy, that whole thing. So there are some things to kind of do and that we're going to talk about to help navigate through that season of busy, even for yourself. Okay. So even examining yourself, like if you catch yourself saying it, like I think we contribute to it when we, catch our own self saying that. So make a plan for your holiday season. So if there's certain things you like to do, maybe you like to go, shopping with your girlfriends, or maybe you like to make cookies with, your aunts or your cousins or whatever, we all have our traditions, like do all of the things, but make sure you just kind of schedule it and have a plan so that you can still touch your business, so to speak, so you can fit in your business throughout all of that season. But the really cool thing, okay, I love years like this. We have the shortest distance you can possibly have between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love when Thanksgiving is at the very end of November because it gives us a little extra time before that busy switch flicks on. Does that make sense? So like the end of Thanksgiving weekend is the 30th. So literally you start work on Monday after Thanksgiving and it's like December, right? So very short time frame between the two. So that gives us more time in October and November to get stuff done. So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's talk about October and November lead generating. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here because we talked about it in the first holiday workshop and we have that whole Networky Girl series. But the only tip I'm going to give you is that as soon as it gets to be like, I don't know, the November 10th, we'll call it, you just get yourself one of these. Okay, it doesn't even have to be this fun sequency one that you can fidget with. But get yourself a Santa hat and do all the normal lead things like honoring professional women, putting out facial boxes or drawing boxes, doing your craft fair booths. If you're doing booths or expos, you could even, I mean, there really aren't any bridal fairs until the new year, but like just throw your Santa hat on, right? And so like when you're honoring professional women, you walk in and say, oh my gosh, it's Santa's helper. We're honoring professional women today. Compliments of Mary Kay. Like you make it more fun and more seasonal for the time. So just make sure you have a Santa hat. I actually wear it a lot. Plus when it's cold, it's helpful for that. And you don't have to do your hair. I didn't really do my hair today. I kind of like curled it to give you the illusion that I did my hair. Okay, so like it's the best. It's the best combination of everything. Okay, let's talk about November and October booking. This one I have a little bit more to say about. Okay, so I've always been a big believer. So knowing that the busy switch does flick on, whether we try to stop it or not, right? We can only control how we feel about things or how we talk about things. I like to play offense instead of defense. And what I mean by that, instead of waiting for people to say, I'm too busy, I can't do it right now, I like to go on offense before they even have a chance to say it, and have some like strategies in place so that I still get the bookings that I want. I want you to really think about this saying, okay? If you don't fill November, you'll chase January. If you don't fill November, you'll chase January. So here's what I mean by that. The years that I've had a full November, going into November, right? Don't wait for November to start filling November. Fill November like this week and next week is the time. Well, this week is really it, and next week too. But like fill November, because once you have them up, you're less likely to be playing that defense again, where people start saying they're busy. And then the bookings that I have in November book for December, like people book from bookings. And then because I had bookings in December, now I have bookings in January. Okay. Versus if you wait to start booking, I don't know, the week of Thanksgiving, a lot of people are going to say, oh, I'll do it in January. But then you guys, and we'll talk about this in a second, a lot of times when people say that and you think you're going to have all these bookings in January, and then those people, like, it's like almost like the holidays go until June and they still aren't going to book, right? Um, so here's how you have a high hold rate anyways. You want to start, so this is how you play offense, right? You offer something if they book and hold between now and December 15th. So anytime I'm talking to somebody like new consultants, if you're booking your friends and family, oh, and I have this fun promotion. If you book and hold your beauty session between now and December 15th, you're going to get blah, blah, blah. Now, whatever blah, blah, blah wants to be for you. It could be a hydrogel eye patch treatment at their appointment. It could be a microdermabrasion set. It could be the new deep fill, or not the new, the deep line wrinkle filler. So that's what I did last year. So I'm going to show you this, and you guys will get access to this email as always. Okay, so it's always linked. Okay, so last year I did book and hold your beauty session in November, December, get the new like Botox product. This time I'm doing the retinol 0.3. You can totally do anything you want. These are just like ideas that that I use, and I like to do the retinol because it's a new product. It's featured on the front of the catalog, and winter is a really good time to retinize their skin, right? So I really sell them on like, ooh, you get a free retinol, and like this is the time to do retinol. It's so awesome. Yeah, so then when people say I'll book in January, you're not just letting them off the hook so easily. Like it's fine. We're not like pushy about it, but like, oh shoot, like I don't know if you knew this, but I'm doing a promotion. Like if you can squeeze it in November and December, you're gonna get the thing that you're offering, right? Um, yeah, so if you don't fill November, you're gonna be chasing January. And some of you know that from past years. How many of you feel like that's happened to you before, where you didn't fill November? Yeah, oh, we got lots of hands up, so I like to be right. There we go. Also, you guys, okay, there's some fun things. Think of some different themes we'll get into in a second. So here are some helpful tips to navigate booking during this season. Okay, so the first one, the booking incentive, we talked about that. The second one, you guys are doing this kind of now, is start talking about your beauty sessions differently. Meaning, you're going to call them something different. Even though they're kind of the same thing, you just need a jazzy name for it, such as, here's some examples, Holiday Glam. You could do Mistletoe Makeovers. You could do Combating Winter Skin. You could do How to Rock a Red Lip. You could do Ugly Sweater Girls Night In. Oh, I like this one. Tinsel and Toners. Isn't that cute? Tinsel and Toners. Things that people are looking for this time of year. In November, I know in Minnesota, this doesn't apply to the world, but we have deer hunting the first couple weekends. And so you could do like a Deer Hunters Widows weekend beauty bash fun thing, right? So that could be an option too. How about a Fa-La-La-Lawless Face Class? You like to be corny like me? Glow before the snow, the glow up before Christmas. I mean, just like whatever. But when it's Fa-La-La-La-Lawless, it doesn't apply in January because you can't be Fa-La-La-La-Lawless in January because it's a Christmas thing. So you got to think of like things that are applicable to right now. A lot of people too, depending on your plans. Obviously, if you're with family, be with family. But we're actually coming home from Thanksgiving early this year, and I have a lot of people that want to book that Saturday and Sunday. Like I had an in-person beauty session booked from a beauty session that said, "Are you free that Saturday night? We'd love to do it. Everyone's going to be in town." And I'm like, I think I'm free. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that could be an option for you if you're in town. The third tip I have for you is, and then Anna, you're going to talk here in a sec, have opportunities for people to book, like different opportunities. So you could offer in-home, you could offer your home, their home, you could offer virtual, which Anna's going to talk about how she's doing that in a second. You could offer our beauty in a flash appointments. You could offer like a, like even something simple, like invite people over for holiday gift ideas while they, mask their eyes and their face, right? Not an open house, because we'll talk about, I don't promote open houses. I do want to make this point quickly. I don't promote open houses. Okay, did you hear that? I don't promote open houses. You're an independent contractor with the right to control your own business. If you want to do an open house, it is fine. Here's why I don't promote them, because y'all take a ton of time to clean your houses, make apple cider, cookies, all this stuff. You decorate, you put all these products out and wrap them all up, and then like 3 or 4 people show up. There's like a skill and a strategy to doing them well, and I haven't met many people that do them well. I honestly think you get way more traction just doing like a, hey, do you just want to come over and like have a glass of wine and like see what holiday gifts I have, and I'll throw some cool masks on your face, like making it a little more casual like that, and just um it's less work. You probably sell more and make more money too, just like per hour that you're putting into it. So that's why I don't promote open houses. But having some different, maybe just like, like I said, come see my holiday gift ideas type things would be great. So Anna, we would love to hear. Let me find her here. I'm going to bring her up. We want to know what you're doing new, because you've been doing it. You've been doing it this week. So take it away, girlfriend.
So I have decided that I'm going to move my business virtual for like the next 4 months, basically. I think most of us in here are either in Minnesota or New York, and we know that the weather can be really terrible. And I don't know if anybody else has driven through snowstorms where you're like, for the love of God, just get me home after this. You don't know if you're going to make it or not. So I've just decided this winter I'm alleviating that and moving all to Zoom. But you can also use the script that I came up with, even working in person, and I have it worded both ways. So last week I did a bridal show and I was a little bit nervous because I really have worked more in person. And I was like, how are people going to react to the idea of me only giving them a virtual option? Because, sometimes we get a little nervous about how people are going to react to us being different. They don't know any difference. They only know what you're telling them. So I had amazing results from this, even though I was like nervous and in my head about it. They didn't know that. So as Emily said, rewording how you're calling your sessions also makes a big difference, and just using words that are going to make more sense to them. So I'll give you 2 examples here. The first was what I did with my phone calls to my brides. So I said, "Hi, this is Anna. I'm with Mary Kay. We met at the bridal show. I wanted to reach you right away because I pulled your name as a winner from the drawing that we're doing for the fun, free virtual makeover session. You get to choose your experience, either a glowy glass skincare session, so a hydrating, resurfacing treatment, and a routine to learn how to make your skin wedding ready, or a makeup made simple 3 eyeshadow look, cheek and lip color, plus a custom foundation match shipped right to you. It also includes a gift card for any favorite Mary Kay products. It helps you DIY all the things leading up to the wedding and beyond. It's super easy girls event where I mail customized sample packs to you and 6 to 8 friends. And then we hop on Zoom together for a quick 45-minute hydrating makeover experience. Does that sound like something you would enjoy?" Almost everybody said yes to this. I had 2 people ask if they could do it in person. So, of course, the 2 people that asked to do it in person, I'll still make that work for them. But pretty much everybody that I talked to or responded to me was like, that sounds amazing, because it sounds super easy for them. They don't really have to do much. They get their choice. And calling it glowy glass skincare or makeup made simple makes it easy for them as well. And they're excited to learn those 2 things. If you wanted to still keep working in person, or have it so you can use it for any type of leads, the other way you could word it, is basically do your introduction. You want to reach them right away. You pulled their name as a winner from whatever you're doing for your lead generating. And then I said, again, you get to choose your experience, either the glowy glass skincare or the makeup made simple. And then that includes the customized foundation match and a gift card towards any favorite Mary Kay products. It helps you DIY all things leading into the holiday season and beyond. It's a super easy girls event where I come right to you and you can invite 6 to 8 friends to join you for this free hydrating makeover experience. Does that sound like something you would enjoy? So really you could use this with any type of leads because you just, instead of like saying bridal, say it's going to lead you into the holiday season. So they're getting excited for the holidays and they're going to book with you in October or November because they want to be ready for the holiday season. So I'm just excited that people really are looking forward to this. So if you want to stay in person, you want to do virtual, or you can even use this with Beauty in a Flash, just retweak it enough so they know what the event is and be confident in asking them. Like I said, I was nervous, but they don't know any difference. So that's what I learned from reaching out to them this way.
Yay, I love that. Yeah, and I like doing both, to be honest. I like having a ton of in-person stuff and a ton of virtual stuff. And right now I have both of those things happening. So, but it gives us options, which is really cool. So, yay, thank you, Anna. I love it. Yeah, and then book now, fill your date book now before that switch flips, right? And October is still, you guys are still like this month or this weekend. I know a lot of us will be at retreat, but even the weekend after, there's a lot of trunk or treat harvest type things going on where you could get out there and get leads. Like it's a lot easier to get leads between now and Thanksgiving than like, beginning of December if you're looking to get things really rocking. Like get things rocking now, and then all that stuff that time of year will be icing on the cake. Okay. And I'm gonna have time tonight for questions you guys can ask. And this isn't as much so much a normal meeting. We would normally not do this much training in a meeting, but it's our holiday workshop, so we want to make sure we get all this info to you guys. So let's talk about October and November selling, because that's where the big stuff is, right? First thing I want to just touch on again, okay, I know I touch on this a lot, but it is smart, is to shop in your own store. Okay, so we get a 50% discount. Yay. So really taking a look at like, okay, what are things? This is a graphic from last year, but like taking a look at who am I giving gifts for? All these people, your mail carrier, last minute gifts. You guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, the body oil is already out of stock. This Mint Bliss socks are next. They always sell out. They rarely ever make it past October. So if you've not gotten, that's my favorite, to have like 5 or 6 on hand just for myself for those gifts I didn't think about, or I forgot that person, or I want to give something to the person hosting Thanksgiving. Hostess gifts. Do you have a gift for people hosting things? Like be a smart consultant and get some of those items out of your own store. And again, just as a reminder, once limited edition is gone, it's gone. Like they don't make more of it. So especially with the socks, like I know people in past years have gone to the dollar store and bought socks, but like they're free from Mary Kay. So and Mint Bliss lotion is a popular product. So even if you don't sell it all right now, like you'll move it throughout the winter, which is kind of great. So, okay. The second thing is I like to start communicating to people that I have gift giving services. Yay. Okay. So how do I do that? I basically just have this cute little thing, and I have an editable, I can never say that word, editable version for you in the email or the link that you're going to get. It's both a link and an email, but you guys will get it. Where so you can click here for the editable version. But I start printing this off. I stick it in reorders. I stick it in anytime someone orders from me at a party. I text it to people. I have it in my customer like little newsletter email that I send out to them. But just like what do I offer people? Like, do you ever just communicate that? Sometimes we just assume that they're gonna know that we do gifts, but I don't know, they might not know that. So gifts at any price range, I'll ship it to people. I actually have most of the gifts that people get from me, they'll text me and say, hey, I've got this coworker that works in another state. Like, could I pay you to send her a gift? And then I make sure that it's like really professional and nice looking. And if they, do you want me to write in a card for you? Like, I do a lot of nice things like that. I will wrap it cute if they want me to. A lot of times they don't, they just want it sent. No price tags or receipts. If your Santa always buys you robes or kitchen appliances, I can help. Put the MK you'd want to receive, and I'll reach out to your special Santa, get what you want under the tree this year. So this is just a fun little thing. You don't have to use that graphic, but just make sure you're getting out to people that you do those gift giving services and stick it in everything. Okay, the other big selling thing we are going to do, actually, before we get to that, I do want to mention we talked about this on our regular meeting. I think it was last week, but just as a reminder, like there's still stuff for October here. So we are doing a mass scare-a-thon where they buy they buy 3 mascaras, they get the eye makeup remover, and I sent a whole thing. It's in our Facebook group, so if you want more info on that, it will also be in this link too. But that's a great selling idea. We talked about that last week. So if you're looking for sales here to finish your goals in October, which I know a lot of you have big goals this month, to stay on target for our team trip and just, to keep things rolling in your business, that's great. But on November 7th, we are doing, which is a Friday, we are doing our big team-wide semi-annual sale. So twice a year, we do a big sale together as a team. If you'd like to participate, it's always a really exciting day because I don't know, we just sell together. And there's something fun about selling together, selling as a team, seeing how much we can do in a day. Like this year, I set a goal for us to have a $15,000 day. Cause like, why not? We've done more than that before in a day. Um, so again, I have everything. If you can read the directions, the problem is a lot of people don't like to read, but if you can read directions and copy and paste, I have it all made for you. So we talked about this last week, but we decided to, for the fall, go back to doing a 1 day sale just to kind of recreate some of that excitement. So we're going to do Friday, November 7th, and it's like an early Black Friday for your customers. Now, the reason I like to do our big semi-annual sale earlier in November is because a lot happens Black Friday week. There's so many sales from so many different stores hitting your customers. I like to hit them at the beginning of November with my semi-annual sale, because the other places are doing earlier discounts too. And then we'll do something else on Black Friday weekend. Okay. So being that we just found out today when the new stuff is all launching, the new e-commerce and whatever, I wasn't sure. So I didn't actually make a Black Friday plan yet, but just know we'll have options that we can do over that weekend. But people like multiple discounts. Like, have you ever missed a discount from your favorite store, but then you're like, oh, thank goodness they did another one. Yay. But it's something different. So it won't be the exact same thing. It will be something different, but just know that's kind of the strategy. Typically what will happen is with the 1 day sale, they'll get the stuff they need for themselves. And then for the Black Friday stuff, that's when they'll get like gifts and stuff using that promotion. So here's how it works. You can basically copy all of the graphics. So this will be the sale. So from 9 to 11, they get 25% off everything. So they order in the morning, and you can set a discount right on your website, which is really cool. So they can order online or order from you, and they're going to get 25% off everything. Um, if they order between 11 and 1, they'll get 20% off, and between 1 and 10 p.m., they get 15% off. So what's kind of cool about this is you'll wake up and all of a sudden, ding, 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 all your web orders come in the morning, and it's really exciting because everyone obviously wants to get the best deal, so they'll order right away in the morning. And then, you can include graphics and different things. And I do have a template for all of this. So you can, right here, Canva template for all the graphics. So you can add your own info to these. There will be a customer email that you can just copy and paste right into your email compose. We do this every year. New consultants, if you have questions, let me know. But there's all the directions, right? Like right now, it's like getting your customer base ready, which we should be doing anyway with the changes that are coming, looking at that. And then 1 week before the sale. So I want you right now to put this in your date book or your digital calendar. Okay, so if you have Google Calendar, I want you, or set an alarm on your phone. I want you to actually do that right now, because if you don't do it now, you'll forget, because if you're like me, that's what happens. I want you to just set an alarm for November 1st and say, send the sale stuff, or the save the date for it. We don't want to tell our customers now that we're doing a sale, because we're just smart business people and we're planning the sale. Just like Target is already planning what spring break sale they're going to do, but they're not telling us the spring break sale. We're just in the planning phase. But because if you tell them now, like, no one will reorder from you until like the 7th, right? Which that's quite a while yet. We're still a few weeks out. So, but when November 1st hits, you're going to send the save the date graphic, right? Which is up here in the email. Save the date, this guy here. So you can text it and post it. I recommend both things to kind of create buzz about it. And then, yep, here's the graphics again. You can add it to your stories on Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing. Then 3 days before the sale, again, set another calendar notification for November 4th. And here you're actually going to send the full details, like what the sale is and whatnot. I want to remind you that we are not allowed to put discounts on our public Facebook, Instagram pages. You can say that you're doing a sale, but you can't put the detail picture of the sale on your personal social media. So, and there will be a whole email template. I didn't get a chance to fix the whole email for customers yet, because Canva was actually part of that outage today from Amazon Web Services. So it was pretty shoddy. I was able to get quite a bit done in Canva, but yeah, it was a battle. So, but I will have this out probably later this week or early next week so you guys can, copy and paste. But basically, this is the email from last year that we send to customers. So you'll just copy and paste this once it's all updated into your email compose in Gmail or whatever. And there's instructions on how to do that in the sale. And then the night before, November 6th, you're going to send another text and stuff. And I know this sounds like a lot, but trust all of the seasoned consultants who've been in my unit forever. The when you actually send the messages that you're supposed to send, you end up selling like way more than if you just like tell them about it once because people need reminders. And right now, if you need proof of that, go like open up your Gmail or whatever and go to your promotions folder and find a single store that emails you. And I bet you they've emailed you like every 3 days. They're emailing you something. Like I can go in my Gmail right now and prove my point if you need me to, but yeah, we're not over emailing or texting people. And then again, what the sale is. You won't actually send this graphic until the week of, and then after the sale, what to do and that type of thing. So I know we've all done this before, but yeah, we have a goal to do a $15,000 day. So that is exciting. So who's excited about the team sale? Okay, yay, lots of people. I know it's always a fun too because we post that sale liberation hub and it's just fun to like you can comment in there, just got an $86 order, just got a $20 order. And even if you're new, and I always tell people it's free to do it, right? And even if you sell like $50, you're ahead $50 more than if you wouldn't have even like thrown it out there. So it's definitely worth your time to like throw it out there. Plus customers this time of year, we talked about this at the first holiday selling workshop. This year, people are looking for customized multiple discounts throughout the year because money's a little tight this year. So I definitely think it's super important to do something like that. So watch your email. Just literally just follow the directions and it's pretty easy to do. So we talked about this in the last workshop, but I just want to remind you that this is the time of year that when you hold parties to take fragrance samples with you, like full-size fragrances, you don't have to open them all, but take fragrances with you. I've been finding that the most popular women's fragrances are Confidently You, Thinking of You, Bella Ballara, Forever Diamonds. Those are like the most, I don't know, people are like, ooh, oh, wow. Like those are the most wow factor women's ones. And then for men, I've had I'm gonna like botch the names of these. The High Intensity Ocean is always a hot seller. If you disagree with me, put it in the comments. Like I'm just speaking from experience. High Intensity Ocean, High Intensity, and High Intensity Sports, all the high intensity line. Honestly, like those are probably the most popular that we have right now. True Original is going to be going away. So yeah, there you go. If you need to move that, I think it smells good. I don't know why it's going away, but it is what it is. So yeah, making sure that you're and honestly, just like setting them out in the middle of the table. People take care of the rest. They take it, the actual perfumes take care of the rest for you. It's just they got to have the ability to kind of try them. Cyber weekend, like I said, I'm not going to go into detail today. We're going to do another training on that in November just because I don't know what we're doing yet because I didn't know when the new thing was launching. So I didn't want to make up anything. I want to do something different this year than we've done in past years. So just know it's going to be different than we've been doing. Um, I like to, if they purchase, so one of the things I like to do is if they do holiday shopping with me between like that pink weekend through like December 10th even, I like to offer them a coupon. So if they shop with me between Black Friday and December 10th, they get a coupon where they can shop for their own fun stuff between Christmas and New Year's. But it's only good for that week. So I'll kind of talk more about that, get you the coupon and stuff in December. But it's usually like one of those coupons where it's like $20 off a purchase of $60 or more. But then that gives you sales that week between Christmas and New Year's. And it rewards people who do a little bit of shopping with you Black Friday through like the beginning of December. Um, so that's fun too. And then the last thing is October and November team building. This is what I'm excited about right now. You guys, people are like crazy joining right now. Like just like I haven't seen it in a while. Like have I been in 3 cycles like this? Yeah, but it's like good right now. And so like if you're stuck in the past, and by stuck in the past I mean like literally 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and you're thinking, oh, it's so hard to like get team members, y'all, you need to like give yourself a lobotomy and clean out your mind because people are joining like crazy right now. Like Misty was texting a girl today from the bridal fair and she like wants to join and we haven't even like done a party with her. So here's why. Okay, so I kind of posted this. 57% of workers are considering extra work during the holidays to cope with rising costs. In the past, 65% of American workers said they were taking on extra jobs or overtime in the holiday season in order to meet higher expenses. But this year, seasonal and part-time job postings and people looking for things are 47% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Okay, so people are like really starting to feel it. I mean, some people have been feeling it for a while, but like people are really starting to feel that pinch. And so people are looking for flexible ways to bring in some extra money. And what I love so much about what we do is this time of year is such a fun time of year to get a taste of what our business is like. And I feel like if people can get a really fun taste of right now, and the reason it's so fun right now is because people are buying and looking for gifts. So you might be able to sell to people you wouldn't normally sell to like the rest of the year. Um, it makes them want to keep going come January, February, March. Like, oh, that was really fun. Like, let's keep that going. Let's learn more about this. So yeah, so these numbers show demand. People are looking for ways to earn extra income. Uh, you can use these stats when you're talking to team members who might feel hesitant. Okay, so like, see, it's not just us. Many people are actively seeking extra income this season, right? So if you're looking for something, watch me tonight and see if there's any aspects of a Mary Kay business this holiday season that would benefit you in your life right now. Um, I also want to, this is why I'm such a big believer in the holiday pilot program. Okay. And it's not, I get it. It's not really like anything super different, but there's a nuance here I want to point out. Okay. So the holiday, oh, that's the old one. Hold on. Let me pull up the, you guys, I got so much stuff here. Oh, and I forgot to go over something. Okay. So the holiday pilot program, this is where they can try Mary Kay from now through the end of December. And it just gives them the no strings attached. Like if they get to the end of December and they genuinely don't like it, we're not going to make it weird. We're just going to say, cool, do you want to be my customer again? Do you just want to stay on and like get the discount? Like what would you prefer at that point, right? And it's not like they really have to do anything to shut it off, so to speak, but it's just giving them permission that it's like okay to try this. And here's why I'm so big on this, okay? So this is a window. Right now is a window. That's why I'm big on this, because it's a window. This is a very rare window. Right now is the window. Are you getting it? The window is now. And where consumers and buyers and many people are open to income generating opportunities. Like this is a window. And so if you wait and you don't take advantage of the window, and you want to build a team, like I don't even know what you're doing. Like if you want to have a team, this is the window to really really promote this. And so the reason, if you don't want to have a team, like that's cool. Like it's not like you have to have a team or anything like that. But if you're someone who's like, no, I really want to have, I want to grow my team, I want to have a big juicy team, I want to, whatever, this is the window. Okay, I can't emphasize this to you enough. So have you actually texted your entire customer base about this window? Have you actually texted your entire customer base about the holiday pilot program? Now, you might be stuck in the past if you're like, oh, but like this X, Y, and Z customer told me back in July that she wouldn't want to do this. Okay, but that's the past. Like that's July. This is the window that, and people are starting to think about this. So that's why like I'm not saying like you should do this frequently, but when it's a window like this, you text your whole customer base. Hey, I just wanted to reach out because every holiday season I open up the holiday pilot program for women who want to make some extra money or just have a little fun trying something new during the holidays. It's super simple. You try Mary Kay with me, get access to our best discounts, earn from your own sales. Come January, you can either keep going, stay on for the discount, or go back to being a customer, totally your call. A lot of women use it to cover gifts, fund family fun, or just have a little more breathing room this time of year. Would you like me to send you info? It's quick, low pressure, and honestly kind of fun. Have you actually texted your entire customer base a script like that with the holiday pilot program? Because I'm telling you, there is maybe one, if you have a customer base of 50 or more, there's probably one, maybe two women that are sleeping in there that you haven't asked in a while. Maybe it's been even a year, that maybe yesterday we're praying for something flexible and fun that they could try to make some extra money. You don't know that, right? So in this email that you're going to get are the words that I just said, and I actually posted these in our Facebook group today too. The texting script and then a social media post that you can do for that. But I would send it to everybody, even the customer. Y'all, I recruited one of my best customers that for 13 years told me I would never do this. I would never do this. I'm just a customer. She joined my team last fall because I sent this to her and she's finally like, you know what? I should do this for the discount. And like, I actually want to make a little money doing this. So again, not something you're going to like send out weekly because you don't want to bug the crap out of people, but I know you guys haven't been doing that, like, because you have more team members, right? So, plus people are looking for these things. So, okay, so just a couple other things. So that's the team building, okay? Holiday team building. And I think too, you have to be really sold. I am like so sold out on this opportunity right now because just like the parties, not every party I've been doing is like magical sales, but like overall the sales have been really good, but also just the flexibility of it. Um, that it's also really hard right now to get even a part-time thing at a lot of places, and some of the like retail stores that you could work at during the holiday season, it's like you're working these crazy hours and people are looking for something where they can do it. But also with the changes Mary Kay is making, it's just going to make doing Mary Kay easier than ever. We have all these virtual things. Our team has a lot of things set up to help people succeed. So I'm just like super stoked about it. Who's stoked about team building? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad some people are laughing. Tammy's got high stoke over there in Portland. She's laughing at me. Okay, couple things. Of course, I got all excited and forgot to mention this one last selling thing. So I'm just going to back up and do one last selling thing. We did talk about this last week, but one other thing you can do this time of year just to kind of give back is, oops, the gift a grandparent. Okay, so this is a fun thing. We did talk about this where you can pick like a facility in your area and see how many gifts they or how many residents or grandparents, that are at the home that are there, and do a little thing with your customers, your friends, family, where they can purchase a gift for a grandparent. Now there are some like things that we have to be mindful of. I know we have to be careful about not using the word donate. It's do you want to buy a gift for? Because there's just some legality with that. So yeah, so gift to grandparents. So I have this flyer. It is completely editable. Again, you can click on it. And I like to do a hand lotion and a foot cream, even for the male residents. Like they might not want pink fuzzy socks, but the foot lotion and the fragrance-free hand cream are good for anybody. Um, so yeah, they might like the fuzzy socks. I don't know. I love fuzzy socks. So I do have a text script that you can send to your people, and then a social media post. I think to have this be successful, there's a couple things to keep in mind. One is having the name of the facility that you're supporting makes people want to support you even more. So, if you don't have a connection to one, like go to one in your community and just chat with whoever the I don't know, activities manager is. I know we've got one here in town that I can think of that my kids always go over there and like read books to the residents that live there. I always think that's really cool. But making sure you're putting that on the flyer, like what's the name of the place you're supporting? And then what's your goal? Like I want to provide, 50 gift sets so every resident at X, Y, and Z facility gets a gift this year. Having that goal is also important so that they see, okay, this is like a legit thing that they're trying to do for this whole thing or this whole facility. Now, if you have a bigger one, you might partner with another consultant, to make sure that everybody in that facility gets a gift. And then obviously like counting down with your customers, hey, only, so far, 13 residents have a gift. Yay, we have like, 40 more we'd really like to provide for so that people kind of see you working that in real time, which is kind of cool. So, all right, I'm going to open it up for that. That's what we have for this month and next month. I know I kind of fire hosed you with like a whole bunch of ideas. Again, going back to our first workshop, feel free. You don't have to do all of these. Okay, what really spoke to you? What really got you fired up? What got you excited? And do those things. I think it would behoove all of us in the window to really talk about to people about joining our teams. Like I really do think it's a good time for that. So what questions or what do you want to incorporate?
Think I have a question.
Yeah.
Um, how do you counter people who say that they are busy? So you offer it in, I mean, I know you said to like offer, like the incentive. So maybe, I mean, maybe I just
Mhm.
answered my own question. So like if you're able to squeeze it in, here's this. But I don't know. I feel like I get a lot of people who book and then need to reschedule because things came up and it's hard to reschedule. Do you have like a trick for that or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the offense versus defense. So even like, let's say I get some leads November 10th, instead of like sending the initial booking message, whatever it is, like even if you got referrals, let's say it's a referral list or something, you might call it a Santa pampering package too. You can always change the wording, but instead of waiting for them to come back and say, "Oh shoot, that sounds amazing, but this time of year is so busy," I'll put in the initial booking script like, and hey, and if as an extra fun thing, if you're able to, I'm doing a promotion right now where anyone who holds a beauty session between now and December 15th gets. So it's like before they even have the opportunity to say it. And you're still going to have people, like, again, we're not pushy and weird and crazy about it, but like, you're still going to have people who are going to say, absolutely not, I can't do it. And that's fine. But like, I think you get less of it. You also have to check your own mindset too. Like, if you think everyone's going to say that they're busy without a strategy, then that's what's going to happen to you. I just like, I have November is usually one of my biggest selling, biggest party holding months. I'm already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 parties in November already, and I'm didn't even get my bridal leads booked yet. So people like if you've told yourself a story that nobody books in November and December, like girl, no, that's not true. It's just like you got to get on it now. So yeah. We like to read this poem at least twice a year because it's just good. Okay. Well, it's not really a poem, it's a thing. Okay, so here's your inspo for tonight. Here is a list of things that are not doing the thing you need to do to get the job done or your dreams a reality. Okay? Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling yourself to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to do list to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you are going to do the thing is not doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a great post about doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on other people who have done the thing also isn't doing the thing. Hating all the obstacles on the way of doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all the adoration you will receive once you have done the thing is not doing the thing. Reading about how to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how other people have done the thing also isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. No matter how you dress it up, the work just needs to get done, right?